Okay, I'm going to try part 4 right now, overlapping part 3. The concept and technology of on-demand digital printing has created enormous market anxiety for those who have invested in these technologies and are attempting to develop niches for them. These technologies are covered elsewhere in this book. The rise of alternatives to printing with raised and engraved surfaces are significant. However, the importance of the first printing revolution cannot be underestimated. As epitomized by Gutenberg himself, this shift altered the use of language as a means of perception and exploration and made them a portable commodity. Printed books were the world's first uniform, repeatable, and mass-produced items, although the full production to consumption implications were not fully realized until the 19th century. The fundamental shift towards commoditization pervades all graphic communication today, and modern printing on paper to every form of digital media is part of this. With the advent of printing technology came the art of typography, and the science of typesetting emerged. The use of typographic elements is central to all forms of graphic communication. In 1470, Nicholas Janson, a famous Italian printer and typographer, perfected the clarity, the beauty, and utility of the Roman typeface, a monumental contribution to the history of the graphic arts. His alphabets, based on simplicity and appealing strokes and space proportions, still influence type design more than 500 years later. Thousands of type styles exist today, some evolving from the work of a few 18th century designers. A more contemporary 20th century typographer was Frederick Goudy. During his lifetime, Goudy designed more than 100 typefaces, considered by some experts to be the most beautiful in existence. The rise of digital publishing has given new significance to the art of science of type. The basic elements of good type, readability, and aesthetic appeal remain the same. But reading on the screen using a transmitted light source is different from reading on paper using a reflected light source. The general public has become more involved in art, history, and science. The rebirth of learning became known as the Renaissance. Professional manuscript writers had become an industry during this era, but the manuscript industry was doomed by the rise of printing, which further propelled the rebirth of learning throughout Europe and beyond. The first printer in North America was Juan Pablos. He arrived in 1539 and set up his press in Mexico City. I'll stop.